Both fighters waiting to come into the ring. Now coming in from the red corner, let's hear it for Will Mora. Now entering the ring, blue corner, Sam Holloway. Gonna now meet the fighters. Red corner, 26 years of age, 6'3", 250 pounds, from Statesville, North Carolina. Fighting out of champion Muay Thai with a record of 7-3. Red corner, Will Mora. His opponent in the blue corner, 29 years of age, 6'4", 245 pounds, from Marietta, Georgia. Fighting for the Hardcore Gym, also with a record of 7-3, blue corner, Sam Holloway. Mixed martial arts scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Andy Foster, your referee. Welcome to round 1, brought to you by Hooters. It's your 11th fight of the night. Mixed martial arts, fight 11, Wild Bill's Fight Night.
Get the football. Hey, get the football. Thank you.
At this time, Andy Foster, the referee, we cannot fight, even though we're at high speed, obviously, until our doctor, who is with one of the fighters, is ringside. We may not start the fight until our doctor is ringside. So we're standing by. A little music, DJ Dan, before we get this 11th fight started. I do apologize. The doctor's ringside. Here we go. Fight 11, Wild Bill's Fight Night.
All right, Wild Bill's Fight Night 13, brought to you by Full Throttle Entertainment, Hooters, Atlanta Classic Cars, and Flood Brothers. Sam Holloway, Will Mora.
I'm Kyle Minard, sitting here with Cliff Fretwell, Pro MMA.
250 pounds. This guy's gonna be throwing some heavy
I
lifting.
thought you were saying you're 250 pounds.
No, I'm
okay.
not 250 pounds.
Maybe if we sat on the scale together.
I am a shredded 155 pounds. Sam Holloway coming out looking for the takedown.
Sam's got it. Sam's a tough Division II wrestler in college, All-American, I believe, and Pennsylvania.
Fighting out of the Hardcore Gym.
He's a tough guy. He's trained for this fight hard. I think that he's going to have a lot of success here. But Will Mora, too, is, I mean, I've seen him fight plenty times here. He's no stranger to the Wild Bills ring.
He's definitely had some wars here in the ring at Wild Bills. He's definitely a Wild Bills veteran. Sam Holloway's actually a veteran in MMA all over Georgia. Fought a couple times in the Southeast. I actually fought on a card with him when he fought UFC vet Kevin Jordan in Alabama. He's been around for a while. He's no stranger to the ring. But
that was in 2003, right?
Yeah, that was
a while ago.
That was a minute ago. Sam's been around for a while.
So have you. That's why I'm glad to have your expertise here. This has been an amazing night of fights so far. We've seen some tough finishes, some brutal fights. And I think that this one's going to be no different.
We've definitely seen some world-class grappling. We've seen 38-year-old physical specimens tonight. And Sam Holloway's trying to put it together. He's half guard. He's got half the Hardcore Gym in his corner. Rory Singer. He's going for a knee bar. Switched up to it. Nice. I don't know if he's got.
Will doesn't seem to have the torque on it. Either that or he's just toughing
Will's
it
just
out.
going to kick out of it.
Sam's going to retain that top position.
Yeah, he's gonna try to stay on top here. He's got to look for those up kicks though.
Our matchmaker, Dave Oblas, likened Sam Holloway to an Abercrombie model. I told Sam about that. He got a good laugh out of it. He's definitely, because Sam's always showing up to these fights in, you know, in decent condition, but he's finally refocused himself to the point where he's committed. He's training all the time. The dude's shredded, and you know, seeing a guy with that technique when he's got all the physical tools in place is really a force.
But he really needs to be active here. Will slowed his pace down, and Sam really needs to pick the pace up. It's about halfway through the first round, and I think if he picks the pace up, makes Will move on his back a little bit more, Will A, tire himself out, and B, open up a submission. He's got a chance to throw some elbows here right now.
He does, and he's going to work these short elbows right here from the top side, from this cross side position. Sam is just, he's a bear, and he's not going to, you know, he's not going to give up the top position too easily.
Yeah,
I mean, with his wrestling background, he's not going to give it up.
Absolutely. He's looking to cut Will here and in the fight, but he's also got a hammerlock here if he wants to take it. And he can just switch from elbows to hammerlock. He really should try to keep that left hip of his down, pin his arm down. This is classic. Matt Hughes kind of made this this situation pretty popular. It's kind of a crucifix position in wrestling, and you can really punish a guy right here. He can't defend himself, and you can really chop him up good with your elbows. This is pro MMA, 3 5-minute rounds. Wild Bill's Fight Night 13. Cliff Fretwell here with Kyle Maynard, here ringside with you,
Sam's got that Kimura locked up again. Will is.
He needs to get it.
He'll snap before it taps, just like he said before. I mean, it's, you know, that is in deep.
You can see the pain on Will Moore's face here.
The strain on the elbow, too, if you see that elbow hyperextended like that.
Sam's just going to switch back from elbows to Kimuras, and that's what you want to do here. You want to wear the guy out. You want to frustrate him. He leaves that arm hanging, and you lock it up good.
No, likely. I mean, this is like to get your opinion.
He's got it tight. He's got it tight now.
Oh my God!
Will Moore's powering out of it. Looked like the elbow was ready to go right there for a second.
Unbelievable. Sam Holloway's doing everything he can to crank on that Kimura, and he can't seem to finish it. Should he step over the head there and give up that cross?
No, he's in a great position right now. I'm a big fan of the side mount position. I think it's really underrated. A lot of guys don't capitalize on it. He should switch from elbows to Kimuras, but he's also missing his right knees. His corner's yelling for him to throw right knees to the body right here, and he totally could. There you go. He's starting to listen to his corner, but he don't want Mora to scoot out the back door, so to speak, right there.
Exactly. Those right knees, you have to open up space, and I mean, that's all grappling is either creating space or taking it away. Sam's got a chance here to mount or take his back. Looks like he's going.
He can finish it right here. He can finish it right here. He's got a little bit of time. Mora's throwing from his back. He's not going to go quietly. Nice shot from the bottom by Will Mora. He needs to pin the arms to the side and just try to finish it here.
Oh, that's in deep, too.
He can't seem to finish it. Will's weathering the storm off his back.
Looks like we've got close to the end of the round.
Sam switches up to an arm bar.
Mora's past that elbow.
No harm, no foul there at the end of the round, though. Bell to bell, Sam Holloway controlled the round. Now, Kyle, if you're in Will Mora's corner, what are you telling him right now?
You know, I think that he needs to keep it on the feet. As much as as impossible as it's going to be, not impossible rather, but as hard as it's going to be, keeping Sam from taking you down, he really needs. I've seen him stand up before. He needs to stay on the feet. Champion Muay Thai is known for the kickboxing. You know, he's just showing that he's not up to Sam's level on the ground.
Yeah. Coach Davis probably definitely got him prepared on his feet. If I'm in Will's corner, I'm telling him the same thing. Sprawl and brawl.
Exactly.
This guy's a wrestler. I'm sure they trained that in their training camp leading up to this fight. He knew they were fighting Sam Holloway. He knew the guy's a wrestler. So, you know, don't throw careless kicks and don't overcommit to your punches and don't over pursue him, because that's going to open up for a takedown.
And heavyweights will, you know, oftentimes do that. You know, honestly, too, Will looks like he's coming to this fight and dropped quite a bit of weight from previous fights.
Yeah, he has lost quite a bit of weight.
But he's still
and Sam's going straight for that double leg again.
Sam's brought him down here.
He's going to cut that right leg up the middle. and look to get side control again.
Previously,
Sam's doing a good job of circling back to the center of the mat.
Sam's been on a he's been on a 2-fight losing streak now, but it's been to Hollis Gracie, you know, who's really one of the heirs of the Gracie family as far as jiu-jitsu goes. I mean, the Abu Dhabi level grappler, and lost to him in the IFL. And then you've got Antoine Britt, who just threw some nasty shots here at a Wild Bills fight and then stopped the fight.
Sam sneaking in those little right-handed uppercuts there.
Looks like we got a little bit of blood coming down from, I believe it's Will Mora's nose here.
He's trying to trap that arm behind his head and then shoot those uppercuts. I'd really like to see Sam being a little bit more active to pass the guard here, though. His jiu-jitsu skills are great. He's training with a great gym, a hardcore gym up there in Athens. And I'd really like to see him get side control again. And I think at this point in the fight, Will Moore's been fighting off his back and fighting submissions for so long he might give it up.
You got to wonder how long he can hold his Kimura off, you know?
He's got tight.
That is looking like he's got it in tight again, and Sam's a powerful guy. Oh, that elbow's hyperextended. That's going.
Will Moore's doing a good job of just weathering the storm and trying to retain a little bit of position here.
I hope you all have a good enough view of this with a, you know, this elbow and how far that's been going out as we do. It is absolutely, he's got to have some damage to it. I can't imagine him not. I mean, the only saving grace that he's had is just that enormous bicep Will Moore has got.
Yeah. Holloway needs to throw elbows. Holloway needs to throw elbows right here. Almost without caution. He's in a great position. He's got a great base. He just needs to fire elbows down the middle, straight punches down the middle, and just stay busy here, and he'll finish Will Moore. Will Moore needs to skate his hips away, cut a knee up the middle, and try to just retain guard and protect himself at this point. Sam Holloway needs to posture up and throw blows right here, which is what he's doing.
He's going to, yeah, exactly. He doesn't want to create him too much space. If he controls those hands and comes down with some heavy shots. Rope's kind of getting away right here from the grappling, but he's still able to land some nasty shots.
He's firing them down the middle now.
This could be it.
Like, as we were talking earlier in the evening, mount is kind of overrated these days because guys can get out it, but you notice Sam is keeping a high mount. He's keeping his knees in the armpits, and therefore when Mora bridges up, there's nothing to bridge into. Sam's all the way up on his chest, and he's bridging into air.
Sam might be looking at an arm triangle that's opening up here, trying to pull the arm across the head. I don't know, he might be content with staying in the mount. You see a little bit of a cut opening up over Mora's right eye. If that blood gets in the eye, and we could look, you know, it'd be grounds for a stoppage, but that going for that same side Kimura again, that arm has just got to be
it's taking a beating. Cliff Farewell, Kyle Maynard, Wild Bills Fight Night 13, brought to you by Hooters. Full Throttle Entertainment. Got Sam Holloway and Will Mora. Pro MMA, 3 5-minute rounds. 250-pound weight class, heavyweight guys.
These are the big boys, and Sam Holloway is definitely exhibiting some world-class grappling here. He's you know, this is a guy that can compete at any level. I mean, you know, he gave Hollis Gracie a run for his money until Hollis was able to mount him, land a few strikes, and take his back. But you know, the guys competed against the Kevin Jordans. After that, he's on a 5-fight win streak. And it just, we'll have to see if he's able to finish him. I've got a lot of respect for Will Moore hanging in here.
Yeah, he's surviving at this point. It's been all Sam Holloway. And Sam really needs to, like I said, be a little less cautious at this point and really starting to look to do some damage because Will's in survival mode and he's not really in reversal mode at this point. And there you go. Sam's starting to posture up. He's really starting to land some heavy blows. And he keeps that high mount.
As soon as he does, he's coming back down.
He keeps that high mount.
You know, without that, you should keep attacking this Kimura if he hasn't had that much success with it. I mean,
he actually should switch off to an armbar right now. The Kimura's not there, but he can switch off to an armbar right here as long as he secures it before he goes back with it, which is a big mistake. A lot of guys rush an armbar and fall back before they got it. If he doesn't rush it, it's there for the taking right now.
No, if he switched off to the side here and was able to take that arm, you know, he'd have all day to sit there, let Mora tire his arm out before he settled back and took it.
Right. Short time again. Sam's going for that armbar again. If Sam arches right here, it's over. And Mora survives another armbar at the end of another round. His elbows are going to be a little tore up at the end of this fight.
Mora's going to have to look for a finish here in this next round. He's in a tough spot. His corner's going to have to tell him just to go out there. Now you can't, no pun intended, hold any punches. He's got to go out. He's got to throw everything
Absolutely.
he can.
Absolutely. If I'm in Mora's corner, I'm like, you got to go out there and look for the knockout. You're surviving on the ground. You're not really getting any damage. You're not putting yourself in a position to finish him with any submissions. You got to knock this guy out. And
I believe, on the flip side of that too, Sam Holloway, he needs to get, I think, stay straight with that game plan.
Same with the game plan.
Take him down and pound him out.
Lower your level, blast double, take him down, work your ground game, and try to finish him. I'm sure Roy Singer's giving him some good advice and saying, hey, the hammer locks and the Kimuras, all those arm locks and the key locks and all that stuff aren't there anymore.
He needs to go for something a little bit more high
percentage. You need to go for an
percentage.
arm bar. You just need to start posturing up and blasting down the middle and finish the guy.
Both guys got a little bit of swelling over their right eyes, and we haven't seen hardly any exchanges on the feet.
There's our double leg again. He switches off to a single. Nice change off.
He's past the guard right here.
Got side control here.
This is one of my favorite passes, actually, is to fake it, let the guy go ahead and grab the guillotine choke, and then just pass the guard. He's got no power here holding it down. Moore's just only tiring himself out even further.
Yep.
Sam's going to look to base up here. He's got to go back to a little bit more active. Ideally, he's been dominant on the ground, and some of these rounds have been, even borderline close to 10-8.
Yeah.
But I think
last round could have been. He inflicted some damage. He had his arms in trouble quite a few times.
He did, just off of those percentage. The submission attempts that he had going.
Yeah,
there.
a lot of judges aren't going to give you a 10-8 unless you just really got blasted in a round.
Damage, right.
And almost got ended. But that's kind of what we were talking about earlier about hitting a submission just for the sake of trying to score good graces in the judges' eyes and actually trying to finish the fight. Every submission Sam Holloway's thrown in this fight has been with intentions to finish the fight.
Exactly.
It's not been to get anybody to get more to change position. It's been to finish the fight. And that's what judges want to see.
That powerful gets a hold of your arm, then you don't really have a choice. That's why I have a great deal of respect for Will Moore to be able to survive this north-south barrage, cross-side, the mounted attack. Even taking us back for just a brief second. It's
Sam could actually try to a choke there from the north-south position. I'd like to see him get off his knees and put a little bit more weight on Will Moore and make him carry his weight a little bit more. He's being kind of nice here, being up on his knees. I think he's trying to secure that arm bar, but Moore's got his elbow down below Holloway's cup, so the arm bar's not there.
I think for Sam's sake, at this point, if he's able to keep him down here, his biggest opponent right now is finishing this fight. If it stays on the ground, I don't believe that Moore is going to have a chance to go and put Sam in any danger. Now, if for some reason they scramble and go up to the feet, Moore's got a chance to knock him out here, but Moore needs to work for these finishes.
Moore's just clamping down right here. Holloway's got a high mount. That's good technique. He's got him in a bad position right now. He needs to posture up, rain down those elbows.
Some more activity.
Yeah. If Sam would just go with a couple bursts and then rest, and a couple bursts and rest, I think after a couple bursts, he's going to finish Moore. That was a solid shot down the middle.
I honestly don't think that it's Sam's cardio that's keeping him from posturing up here and finishing that. I think he's set and going for that Kimura
again. I think Sam could just finish him with punches right now, and he's trying to finish him with his Kimura.
Sam might try and step across here and tighten that up a little bit. He's in the position where, giving up that mount, it's not necessarily the best thing to do, but
Sam's corner's calling for punches right now, and like I said, I think he can finish this fight with punches.
Well, with a barrage of elbows and punches from that top mounted position, Moore has shown that he's trying his hardest to try to buck out of this and elbow escape, upa escape, but it's just not happening. Sam's a big guy, big muscular guy to be on top of you, and he's not relenting at all with the pressure that he's putting on Mora.
Got a decent little up elbow in right there. He slipped a little elbow in. If he just stay in this posture position, high mount, I think he can finish Will Moore. He's not exploding up and getting like several clean punches in. His corner's calling for him to finish the fight. He goes back to the Kimura again.
Standing up, posturing up. We'll see if he can do something here. Both guys wearing matching sprawl shorts. I wondered if they coordinated beforehand.
Sam Holloway on top, Will Mora on bottom, and now Sam's starting to put it together in the mount position.
I think Sam knows he's not really in any danger to lose this. He's just, he needs to finish this. Mora's top, hanging in there.
And Andy
Finally
Falls is going to stop it there. His corner was calling for it halfway through the round, and he finally put it together and finished a tough Will Mora. Will Mora showed a lot of heart tonight, but
Sam's, another great show of respect. These guys just went through it.
Yeah, these guys are consummate professionals.
Go over and shake each other's hand. That's what the sport's all about to me. Just building relationships like that. It's, well, we'd like to see. I'd love to see Sam out here in the kind of shape that he showed in for this fight. He had a game plan. He stuck to it, and he absolutely dominated Will Mora.
Yeah, he was definitely in 15-minute shape for this fight. He's probably in 20-minute, 25-minute shape, training at the hardcore gym. So it's definitely no surprise he was in shape and brought it tonight and finished the fight. It's a good feeling to finish a fight instead of putting it in the judges' hands.
Definitely. And you can't ask for a better place to be than hardcore right now. I mean, got so many tough guys coming out of there.
The 11th fight of the night. Andy Foster bringing both fighters to the center. Was scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Mixed martial arts. In round 3, at the 4-minute and 14-second mark, stoppage by the referee due to strikes. Your winner, blue corner, Sam Holloway. Sam Holloway, Marietta, Georgia, out of Hardcore Gym, is your winner, blue corner. Let's hear it for Will Mora, red corner. Nice fight. Again, stoppage by the referee in the 3rd round.